Some of you may recall my attempt at the 24-hour comic challenge.
It's still going. I'm just kind of done.
Yeah, didn't go well. And by that I mean I didn't finish the way I had hoped. I quickly realized it's a lot of work, and it was probably more suited to the 100 Days of Comics challenge. You know, if I want it to be up to my standards, by the time I'm finished with it, it's gonna need more than 24 hours. I was originally prepping for this challenge. I was worried almost that all of the extra work, that all the scripting and thumbnailing was going to be like cheating or something. Like it was going to shave off this massive chunk of time on the challenge. And it turned out it really didn't make a lick of difference. I did my best, and boy is my hand feeling it. It's not hurting or damaged, sprained anything. No carpal tunnel. Just tired. And I'm probably gonna take a day off of drawing. Still though, this was a really interesting experience. It was almost as though I was working as a comic artist for a day. You know, I was drawing all day non-stop. Now I'm sure like real artists get like 2 10-minute breaks and a lunch, you know? I did not give myself that. I didn't have room for that to happen. Doing this really gives you an appreciation for all the people who do comics for a living, either, self-published or working in a company. That's a lot of work. That's intense. So bravo to you guys, man. So I was drawing nonstop because I had a goal that I was hoping to reach. So I was working at my highest capacity. I realized I can really do a lot in one day if I put my mind to it. My average drafting time was about 20 minutes per page, and inking was about 10 minutes per page. And I guess I should put the disclaimer on there that none of it was done as detailed as I would have liked. I was kind of my main goal was I wanted to finish. So I kind of put everything else in the back and rushed to finish. And, as we all know, that it didn't happen. It didn't really help. But, I never knew how long it took per page, per step, because I'm a hobbyist. I only draw when I have time. Or if I don't have other creative hobbies getting in the way, like maybe I want to do an illustrated piece instead of a comic, or I really want to finish a cosplay or something. But this whole experience kind of got me thinking, like, maybe once in a while I could take a day off from work and work on my comics. I never really wanted art or comics to feel like work, feel like a job, because it is definitely escape. As someone who works in the sciences, having a creative outlet is very nice. Something where you can be free, you don't have to stick to numbers all the time. But, I never get to really finish my stories. One of my comics, actually, I did with some friends, and it's completely planned out. Like, from beginning, middle, and end, everything is planned out. I know exactly what I want to do, what we want to do. How often does that happen? Really, I gotta take advantage of this. I really want to finish it someday. And I feel like now that I understand what I'm capable of, it will actually get finished someday. Maybe someday I'm gonna actually reach posting weekly for my webcomic. Oh my gosh, that is like the dream right now. That's what I really want to do. So I just want to talk a little bit about this piece I'm drawing. This is the main character that was going to be in the comic. She is a magical healer, and she is going to cure somebody who's been infected with cordyceps fungus. Typically, these fungus are, they infect insects, and they turn them into zombies. And if you've ever played The Last of Us, I'm pretty sure their idea was, what if cordyceps happened to people? And that's kind of what I'm doing too, but it's not really that kind of a zombie. It's a different idea, and I really would like to complete this story someday. I thought it was pretty interesting. Cordyceps has always been kind of fascinating to me. So the cordyceps fungus, I learned this while I was trying to find reference photos. It kind of looks like caterpillars, which makes sense if you want to infect predatory insects. You kind of mimic a caterpillar, and the bug comes and eats it and then gets infected with this fungus. Sorry, I'm a scientist. I'm a biologist. I love these creepy things. So I get a lot of my ideas. What if this thing happened to people? Is where a lot of my inspiration comes from. But yeah, so this is my main character, and I love her design. It's her hair. Her hair is so much fun to draw, but it's so time consuming. And it's one of those details that I think will really add to the atmosphere, so I want to do it right when I actually put it into a comic. I don't want to can this story. I really don't. It needed more than 24 pages though. I only had 2 pages of script, and I still had to cut a lot of stuff out. Maybe someday. I hope. I do want to apologize if my saying, oh, maybe someday, oh, hopefully someday, oh, hope, maybe, someday, bothers you guys. It's my Slytherinian ambition. It's a bit crippling, I see this giant cake, and I want to just, unhinge my jaw like a snake, oh my gosh, and take a giant bite. That's why! Because they bite off more than they can chew! Maybe it's not actually that. I kind of like that imagery. Oh. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this artistic journey through comics. I don't really know if I want to do this again. Maybe someday. Maybe. I'll try to do the 100 days of making comics challenge. But that is quite a commitment, and I don't want to distract too much from my webcomic. I could do that with my webcomic, maybe. I don't know. That could be. That's an idea. I'll put that in the piggy bank for later. But yeah, I think that concludes our journey. I hope you enjoyed it. I had an interesting time. I think it was kind of fun.